The Artemis II crew is now back on Earth after splashing into the Pacific Ocean just off the coast of Southern California. Thousands of people gathered in San Diego to witness this historic moment, and the stats on their historic journey are now back. The Artemis II crew flew over 700,000 miles and reached a peak velocity of over 24,000 miles per hour. And all of NASA's predictions and calculations were spot on, they say. The capsule landed within 1 mile of their target, and Maribel Gonzalez shares more on what happened.
A new chapter of the exploration of our celestial neighbor is complete.
A historic moment watched around the world. The 4 astronauts aboard Artemis II returning home to Earth.
We sent 4 amazing people to the moon and safely returned them to Earth for the first time in more than 50 years.
The Orion capsule landing off the coast of San Diego Friday evening. But to get to this moment, the crew endured a high-stakes journey, traveling more than 30 times the speed of sound at temperatures between 4,000 and 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
The air molecules outside the capsule will be so hot they will split apart, creating what we call plasma.
This marks the end of a 10-day journey where the crew traveled to the far side of the moon, reaching deeper into space than any human has traveled before and capturing stunning images of the moon's surface.
And ultimately, we're building toward a moon base to establish a sustained presence on the lunar surface.
The crew will undergo a series of medical exams, and NASA says their bodies will go through a transition after being in space.
Maybe a little bit of wobbly legs for the first 3 to 4 hours after landing, but it's not the equivalent of, say, a long duration International Space Station flight in terms of the rigors on the body.
Families of some of the crew members say they couldn't be more proud of this moment.
It makes me really, really, really proud of the fact that I know that there are probably millions and millions of young people around the country and around the world that will look at him and point to him and look at their mom and dad and say, I can do that.
Now, this mission wasn't just about getting to know more about the moon. NASA conducted several experiments, including one where they took bone marrow tissue cells, took them up to space to see how space travel affects the human body. Crew members on the Apollo 11 were the first to land on the moon. Members of the Apollo 11 mission were the last people to walk on the moon in 1972. Right now on WBIR Plus, you can watch a documentary about the Apollo missions and the huge role Tennessee played in those missions. You can watch that entire documentary right now on our streaming app at WBIR Plus. You can download on your TV and watch for free.